and welcome back to my channel, Duct Tape Mechanic. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install a light bar on your truck. So that'll definitely increase the visibility if you're going off-roading, and obviously it'll increase the horsepower. So if you like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel for more DIY and tinkering videos. Alright, so my light bar has finally arrived. This is a 42-inch light bar. It's a supposedly 350 watts, but that's the LED equivalent to 350 watts, I should say. And so let's go ahead and open this thing up and see what we're got to deal with. Alright, so I got it all out the box here, and I must say that the light itself looks pretty awesome. 42 inches. It comes with the mounting brackets here. Obviously we're gonna have to modify or use these per our application, and then it comes with a wiring harness, and that's it. We'll also probably be modifying this as well. It's pretty basic right here. You got the just the two leads for your power source. So you got the positive and the negative, and you got it going to a relay, and so then from there it is switched by this little switch right here. That switches the coil of the relay, and I don't necessarily like this switch right here. I think I'm gonna use my own switch, but we'll see, because it kind of feels real cheap, and it just has this sticker mount right here, which I don't like. Yeah, that's definitely not gonna stay. So we'll have to modify that a little bit as well. And it also has an inline fuse. I think it's a 30 amp fuse. So try to pop that open with one finger. See if I can. Maybe not. There we go. So yeah, 30 amp fuse. Yeah, so that's about it. I'll show you all the modifications I do to install this thing as we do it, and it shouldn't be that hard. And so let's go install this thing. Alright, so before we can actually take it to the truck, we need to install these little brackets that come with it. To do that, it comes with the bolt here, this washer that has teeth on it, regular washer, and a lock washer. Basically, these are made so you can adjust the angle. Right now, we're just going to put it at 90 degrees and adjust it from there later. But basically, all you have to do is just first you want to put the washer that has the teeth on it on. Then you put the bracket, and then you put the regular washer, and then the lock washer. All right. And let's go ahead and do the other side as well. So the brackets are on. I was cutting some drywall on this board here, and now I've got this white stuff all on my new lights. Anyways, so basically it's just that washer that has teeth on it, a regular washer, then the locking washer, and then you just tighten it down. You can loosen it up and adjust it as needed or as you want it. Right, now it's time to take this to the truck and figure out how we're going to fit it over there. I don't think we're going to be using any more supplies. I need more of these mounting supplies aside from maybe these pads right here, because the way I'm going to mount it is going to be a little bit different. So on my truck, I got this utility bar right here bolted to the truck, and that's where I'm going to be mounting this light bar. So what I'm going to be doing is taking this top part of the bar off, mounting the holes for the bracket, then drilling a hole. We're drilling 2 holes. I think it's going to look pretty good that way. To mount it, I'm going to be using my own bolts and nuts here. They're a little bit longer. I will use this pad that came with the kit there, in between the light and the post. And that's pretty simple. Right, so it's all mounted on. I'm gonna go place it on my truck and see how it looks. I'm excited to see how it looks, and after that we'll do the wiring. That's how it looks. Just mounted on there. It looks pretty good. All right, definitely increase the horsepower. All right, so it looks like this wire is going to be a little bit too short, and that's on this Ford Ranger. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut it and add extension to it. Okay, after extending out the wiring, I'm going to be protecting it with this wrap. All right, Vlad, hey, say hi to YouTube.
Hey.
All right, so I went ahead and I didn't record everything, but I went ahead and routed the wire underneath the truck and into the engine bay. It's right here. I also mounted the relay and the fuse, and if you could see that that's the relay right there, and it's just mounted to a stud that I just took out. That's what the original studs look like, and I took out and replaced it with a nut and the bolt, and you can see that the relay is just mounted to there using the nut and the bolt. As far as the fuse goes, I just kind of got it zip tied behind underneath here, and so all we have to do is we're gonna have to cut these off and put smaller ring terminals on. And as far as the switch wiring goes, you can see the switch wire here. I'm gonna put the loom on that as well to protect it, but it's going into the cabin through that grommet right there. So we'll come over here, and I've got, here's the switch wire. It originally came with another type of switch, but I went ahead and cut that connector off right here because it's a real flimsy looking switch. This has 3 wires. The red and the yellow wire is what we'll be using on our switch. That's what will be switched. And the black wire is just for the light on the switch, and we no longer have a switch that has a light, so we won't be wiring that to anything. So that's we'll be mounting the switch and wiring it up next. This is the heavy duty switch I used for the lights. After that, I wanted the switch to be mounted in a place that was easily accessible to me. Unfortunately, the place I wanted that to be wasn't that user-friendly to install and switch at. But with some hard work, I got it done. So everything's all wired up. We got the power coming from the battery. The fuses are tucked away. So is the relay. The wires are covered by this protective loom going all the way into the cabin of the truck through that grommet right there. And I chose a kind of a user. Well, the mount of the switch I chose is real user friendly, but to mount it is not too user friendly. That's probably the best way to put it. So that's the switch right there, and I love the way it came out. It's so easily accessible, but to get to that, you kind of have to take off this plate. Then there's a metal plate behind that you have to take off. Then you have to loosen up this entire odometer panel here that has all these clusters. So that gives you enough space to install that switch. I didn't go into too much details because that's all user preference. And honestly, if I had to do it again, I probably would have just ran that wire through that grommet there and just installed it on the side of the door here. But it's done now, and it's nice and tucked away. You can't even see the wire. I believe it's that one there, one all the way back there. Anyways, it comes through that grommet right there. So yeah, that turned out well. And as far as the light mounting, fairly happy with that. Goes through this pull here and down the in between the bed and the truck and underneath the truck. All right, let's go put this thing to the test. This is just the regular headlights. That is the high beams, and then we'll turn on the light bar, which is on this side. Look at that. So that's what the light bar is, completely lit up the whole entire road. I'm sure the folks that live here are not going to appreciate it. So that's off. See, and this is high. And here's the light bar once again. Just completely lights up everything. Take a turn here. Yeah, so hopefully you like this video.